talk about it, okay? What it takes to become more successful in business. And what most people, they leave out the hardest part. So from my experience, okay, it is, let's be very clear, it is late nights, it's early mornings. You will lose friends, associates, and family disagreements. You're going to fall out with people, and maybe you're going to cut some people off. It's not all pretty. And I know people think, oh, it's just so easy. It's so easy. Well, it's so easy at the top, right? Well, at every level, there's a devil. And so you got to be ready, equipped, and really ready to take the cuts if you want to be a diamond. And so it ain't all pretty like people, make it out to be. You see all the cars and the houses and all the things, but it's some more that comes with it. You can see what a successful person has acquired on the outside. You can see the money, the cars, the houses, jewelry, but you don't get to see what they endured on the inside. See, you don't get to see when people lie on you. You don't get to see when people, speak badly about you. You don't get to see all the things people try to steal from you. You don't see that. You don't see the weeping nights and days. You don't see the money loss. You don't see the headaches, the heartaches. You don't see that. You don't see the disappointments. You don't see the bad decisions. You don't see the scars. You don't see the scars on my knees from praying. You don't get to see that part. You see them shining bright like a diamond. That's the part you see. And that's the part you want. You're like, oh, I just want to shine bright like a diamond. Isn't that what Rihanna says? Right? So many people are attracted to the shining object. I want to shine. I want to shine. I want to shine. I want to shine. The diamond shines bright because of what it has endured. That's the only reason that people are successful in shining. I'm going to say it again. The diamond shines brighter because of what it has endured. Everybody wants to be a diamond, but nobody wants to get cut. The cut is the diamond's most important characteristic. The cut of a diamond determines its sparkle. So when you get a lot of nicks and cuts and hurts and bruises, you're going to sparkle brighter than everybody else. The problem is people want to shine with no cuts. That's not going to work. So that's why when you see a diamond, it's the cuts and the clarity of the diamond. That's why it costs so much, because it has endured a certain amount of pressure. Pressure will turn you into diamond or dust. So when you're talking about you want to be an entrepreneur, okay, really do you want to be one? Are you cut out to be one? Because there's going to be a lot of pressure. There's going to be a lot of pressure coming on every end. The truth of the matter is pressure makes people who they are. Jerusha. The truth is pressure makes people who they are. Most people fold. Most people stop. Most people say, oh, it's too hard. It wasn't for me. Oh, I didn't have the right mentor. I didn't have the right coach. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to post. Excuses are lies we tell ourselves. You can figure it out. It's this thing called Google. Girl, you better go figure it out. If you don't have a mentor, you don't have a coach, you can certainly figure out. That's if you want it bad enough. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to shine? How bad do you want to sparkle? So the pressure is what gets people to their next level. You think people just arrived. I'm not talking about you inherited millions of dollars. I'm talking about the people who started from the bottom. Now we're here. We started from, you know what they did? They endured the pressures of life. Leaders learn to deal with the pressures of life. When there are issues and problems, this builds their character and turns them into tomorrow's leaders. You can be a leader. You can be an entrepreneur. You can be a philanthropist. You can be it. You can be anything you want to be, because whatever you can imagine is real when you're ready to endure the pressure. So when you're ready, you're my people. Because when I say I'm building the 100, I'm building those people who understand it's not going to be easy. If it were, everybody would be doing it and everybody would be successful, right? Pressure turns you into diamond or dust. Most people be like, well, you know what? Maybe it's not for me, and they quit. I believe God meant for everybody to shine in their own gift, in their own way. You think you are cut out to be an entrepreneur? You think that? Okay, well, when a person, your mentor, your coach tells you, you need to post every day, are you posting every day? And nobody's going to respond to your post. You still post. Oh, you offer your product, your service, your opportunity. Nobody bought it. You still what? Offer your product, your service, your opportunity. You still do it. That's what makes you different. The pressure. I told a young lady, I said, okay, you're going to talk to 200 people. She talked to 20. And she said, oh, I don't know. I don't think people want it. Really? Because it's a lot of people successful. Is it that the people didn't want it, or you didn't fulfill what you were supposed to do because you couldn't endure the pressure? Oh, 20 people said no. 20 people didn't even say no. Say you reached out to 20, 10 replied, 10 did not. So some said maybe. So if you can't handle 20, you can't handle 200, you can't handle 2,000, you can't handle it, because that's what it's going to take for you to grow a business. Is getting cut. Everybody's not going to buy your thing. I don't even understand why you think that. You don't see, it's restaurants you don't go to. Should those people close down? Oh, she didn't come. Should they close their restaurants down? No, they should not, because somebody will go eat at this restaurant. Somebody will buy your t-shirts. They will buy your candles. They will buy your essential oils. They will buy it. But you got to do what? Endure the pressure. You can't talk to 20 people and think you're going to be successful. Did you think that Walmart, you heard me tell the story about Kentucky Fried Chicken, right? Colonel Sanders. He had to talk to, he swore he had the best chicken recipe in the world. Now, I don't really like Kentucky Fried Chicken. I know back in the day, it was like the biggest chicken restaurant in the world. But let me tell you what he had to do. This is what you don't see. You see Kentucky Fried Chicken right now, KFC, they have generational wealth because somebody sacrificed, right? And that was Colonel Sanders. So what he did was he went and knocked on doors, right? 1,009 times somebody said no to his chicken recipe. Nope, nope. 1,009 times. Nope. You don't even go to 1,009. You go to 20 and stop. 1,009 times somebody said, nah, I don't think this chicken recipe is it. He could have got discouraged and stopped. He could have said, maybe it's not my time. Maybe that's not what God wants for me. Maybe. Okay, he could have done that, but he did not. He went and talked to the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. He was enduring the pressure. I'm sure it was hot. It was cold. He was sick. I'm sure all those things happened. Pressure. I'm sure it happened to him. But it wasn't until the 1,010th time somebody said, yeah, I'll check that chicken recipe out. Boom. One person could change the trajectory of your life. One person said yes. And look at it today. And he didn't even get that level of success till he was 60 some years old. You guys, you 20, 30, 40, you still in your prime. He was 60 some years old before this happened. What if he would have stopped like in his 30s? Because he had the recipe, but people were shutting him down. And imagine he didn't even have the internet. We got the whole wide world in our hands right here. That cell phone. What is cell phone? The whole wide world in my hand. There's 2.94 billion people on social media. They're right here. Talk to the peoples. The people are there. He had to go door to door, which you don't even have to do. You got to press buttons. Message. That's what you have to do. He had to knock on physical doors. Excuse me, ma'am. People closing the blinds. People, I'm not interested. That's not what you're getting. You're getting a text or you're getting an ignore. And you done shut it down. Do you have what it takes to be the brightest diamond you can be? Do you really have what it takes to be an entrepreneur? So you have to ask yourself the hard question. Now, I'm not saying quit because I believe you can do it. I believe any one of you can do it. But you got to be willing. You got to be willing to endure something. Everybody will not ride with you to the top. Just because you told your cousin she's not interested, that's okay. You just told your best friend, your neighbor, that's okay. That's why we have train stops. You know, the bus stops, train stops, so they can get off or be pushed off if they're not going in the same direction as you. So I push people off. You're not going to the top. You're not my people. So people can get off at any time. Then there are people that jump on board. At every stop, people jump on, right? That's because you're continuing to grow. You're continuing to learn. At every stop, somebody jumps on, but somebody also gets off. What you have to understand is the person who starts this race will not be the same person who finishes it. Entrepreneurship isn't for everybody because it requires a different level of hustle. Every day I'm hustling, and this is a hustle. This is a hustle. Preparing to talk to you today, going live every day for 90 days on TikTok. This is a hustle. Every day I'm hustling. A hustler's ambition is that I never stop. I can't stop. I won't stop. Who gonna stop me? That's when you know you got it. That's why they say the dream is free, the hustle is sold separately. Everybody can dream about it. I'm dreaming I want to be a diamond. I'm dreaming about it. I'm dreaming about it. See, the dream is free. We dream freely. The hustle is sold separately. There's a price to pay. You will pay now or you will pay later, but you will pay. You remember this candy. When I was growing up, I'm from South Carolina. We had this candy called Now Laters. Y'all know that candy? Now and later. We call them Now Laters, but it says now and later. Okay. You can do it now and pay the price now. You can pay the price later with the Now Laters, but you will pay a price. I wake up, I pray, I hustle. I wake up, I pray, I hustle. I endure the pressure. I wake up, I pray, I hustle. Pretty person is putting this in the chat for me. I wake up, I pray, I hustle every single day. Do you think you have what it takes to build a successful business? Are you cut out to be an entrepreneur? Are you ready to get cut? And sometimes you're going to be bruised really, really badly. It's going to hurt. You're going to cry. You're going to need to put some alcohol on it. You're going to need to get a hug. You're going to need to do all those things, but it will heal. I didn't understand what it took to build a business because I believed initially in the American dream. I still believe it's possible for people, but I was like, I'm going to obtain my highest level of degree that I can. My degrees are in communications and public relations. And I did that. And I said, I'm going to work for a major radio and television station. And I did that. And then I was like, whoo, I'm going to have a good life. And then I had a son. And then I was like, oh, I don't see him. Oh, I need time freedom. Oh, I've achieved this level, but I didn't realize I didn't have time. Oh, I need that. I need that. So I decided to start building a business. Never built a business before, never sold anything before, never heard of network marketing and direct sales before, never. The first person who told me, I looked at the business plan. I said, oh, that seemed like something I could do. I believe you can build a life as an employee, but I also believe you can build a wealthier life as an entrepreneur. Definitely you can build a legacy. The goal isn't to live forever. The goal is to create something that will. See, everybody has an expiration date. So I already know I'm not going to live forever. So at least I can create something that will live through my children and their children and their children. You get to decide the legacy that you leave. You get to.